we want to jump into a segment of a course on leading self, which is the start of leadership. We're going to focus on the importance of leaders navigating themselves in emotional triangles. So to take a look at that, I want to introduce the concept of emotional triangles. Emotional triangles is when A, that being you, are navigating a relationship of B and C on the triangle. What happens in emotional triangles is three problems. Anxiety goes up when B comes to A, asking them to fix B and C. So anxiety goes up. Number two, when B or C comes to you, that being A, and saying, hey, I need you to fix the relationship between B and C. And thirdly, there's an undermining problem that occurs whenever B asks A to do something or you get involved in this third relationship. So when it comes to leading self or being emotionally centered as a leader, you must be able to navigate the emotional triangle well. So when it comes to anxiety, what we do is you need to shift from anxious brain into curious brain. So become curious about the situation. I wonder what's happening with B here. I wonder what's happening with C here, and asking questions versus interpreting. So that's the how. So get your anxious brain to curious brain by asking questions and being mindful of what's happening, and don't interpret it. With owning this relationship between B and C, first it comes down to just recognizing that we're getting a request that isn't okay. In other words, you aren't responsible for this third relationship. You are responsible for A and B. You are responsible for your relationship with C, but you are not responsible for the third relationship. So stay out of it. And you do that by asking B, or whoever's coming to you, what are you going to do to improve your relationship with C? What is your next step? And then the response there becomes about holding them accountable. So when they make a commitment to you, hey, I'm going to talk to C, I'm going to work with C about this, or I'm going to talk to B, you just hold them accountable. How did it go? What's the next step? And so that's how you can navigate emotional triangles. The big takeaway here is it's all about your composure and anxiety in the midst of this. When we take on something we can't control, B and C, it raises our anxiety, takes us out of the ability to be present and cast a vision, and we become less differentiated and strong as a leader.